Pacific Avenue in downtown Tacoma, a cultural, shopping, and dining destination, has become more environmentally and pedestrian-friendly thanks to the completion of major streetscape improvements. Now, a 6-block stroll takes you past 14 rain gardens and a public art series conceptualized and created by artist Elizabeth Connor.
We live in a climate where there is rain at certain times of year, and even people who have lived here for a long time, get a little discouraged at some point. So I think it's interesting to look at water falling and how beautiful it is, to have some other way of experiencing rain, especially as a pedestrian. I was interested in something that would really be both bold and a little bit ephemeral, a little bit of surprise. One of the things that happens over the Pacific Ocean, which is related to Pacific Avenue, is that under certain meteorological conditions, as the sun sets over the ocean, there'll be this brilliant flash of green. Green seemed to be a really interesting color as well because this project has a really strong environmental ethic. It's related to the cleansing of stormwater. The tiles are a somewhat broken line. It's like a dotted line down Pacific Avenue. They are meant to be another element that leads people from the historic district where we are right now down towards the Tacoma Art Museum, University of Washington, Tacoma. They start in the historic district as dark green, and then they become lighter and lighter and brighter as they go down towards the other end of the project, which is 10 blocks away.
The perfect time to see Elizabeth's work is in the rain. It's appropriate given that this is when these gardens perform their primary function.
These rain gardens here on Pacific Avenue are part of protecting the city's investment in the Foss Superfund cleanup. These are rain gardens, and they are designed to take the stormwater runoff from Pacific Avenue here, take it, bring it into the rain garden itself, drain the stormwater down through the media where it's filtered and cleansed. It's collected on the bottom through pipes and then discharged back into our system and back out onto the receiving water, which is the Foss waterway. We've partnered with some businesses along Pacific Avenue. That's basically an adoption program in which they partner with the city to keep an eye on them, to remove any trash that might be thrown in here in between the times when our city crews come, and then there are eyes kind of in the field, and so should there be any damage that we need to know about or not operating properly or anything like that, then they'll let us know and we can come out and take care of it.
As you view one rain garden, you may be compelled to see more, as each is unique.
The spheres there are 22 in total. 16 of them are in the rain gardens, and the ones in the rain gardens have additions to them that relate to the plant materials that are in the rain gardens. And there are a variety of different colors. Many of them are green, many of them are colors that contrast with green, and the colors were very specifically chosen to be compatible with and contrast with the plant materials in the rain gardens. When rain falls on them, the additions that we made to the surface are meant to channel stormwater in interesting ways. So it's a way of making the functionality of a rain garden more visible through sculpture.
And don't miss the projecting drop by artist Jill Onholt. It marks an underground cistern that feeds the Pacific Plaza building's green roof, which also helps manage stormwater. At the south end of downtown's Pacific Avenue, the UW-Tacoma campus's new Prairie Line Trail takes you alongside a rainwater treatment facility that continues to celebrate our Northwest connection to rain.
The University of Washington Tacoma facility is essentially a regional rain garden. It takes the stormwater from 42 acres of urbanized Tacoma, drains it down into the treatment device, distributes it over the media where it's filtered, collected, nice and clean on the bottom through under drains, and then it's discharged back into our storm system for eventual conveyance to the Foss waterway.
So the next time the clouds begin to look a little threatening, grab a raincoat or even an umbrella and experience a truly unique adventure in downtown Tacoma.